Do you want to be able to know if Chase can actually stop pending transactions? Well, then this video is going to be perfect for you, because in this video I'm going to explain to you if it's possible or not possible to actually stop your pending transactions, if Chase Bank can actually do this. So Chase actually generally cannot stop a pending transaction once it has been authorized. However, you actually do have a couple of options you can try, as you can see. So if the transaction is fraudulent, so if it's a fraudulent transaction, you should call Chase immediately at this number right here, as you can see. So call them as fast as possible. You can also use the Chase app to report it, but I would just call them as fast as possible if I were in your shoes. They may be able to actually stop it or dispute it after it posts, just so you know. It's not a guarantee, but you can always try. And number two option right here, if it's a mistake or unauthorized charge, you can try contacting the merchant directly to cancel or refund the transaction before it fully processes. So what this means is that you're going to actually contact the merchant, so the shop or the store basically that you bought the item from, or maybe it was online, or if it was in person, you're going to actually call them and say that this charge is unauthorized, or there have been something wrong. This charge shouldn't have been going through. Something went wrong. Just explain to them exactly what it is, and then hopefully they will be able to actually cancel it or refund you, obviously, the transaction. And number three, as you can see in here, if a subscription or recurring charge actually happens, you may need to actually cancel with the merchant first and then request a stop payment through Chase. So what this means is that, let's say that, for example, you have a Netflix payment that you have monthly, and you got a subscription, or you got charged for that and you forgot to maybe cancel it. It's very important that you go into, for example, Netflix in this case, and you actually firstly cancel your plan on Netflix, to cancel your subscription on Netflix, and then you can also contact Chase and then ask them to stop this payment. So you can try that as well, just so you know. The step number four is that if it's a debit card transaction, most pending debit card transactions cannot be canceled, unfortunately, but once it posts, you can try to dispute it. Of course, that is also available, just so you know. Number five right here, if it's a check or ACH payment, you might be able to request a stop payment before it clears. There may be a fee for this, just so you know. So this is the five things that you can try to be able to actually stop the transaction, as you can see.